Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Real Watchers live stream for July 23rd, 2025. Hope you're all having a great day so far. Of course, my name is Garrett.
And I'm Kevin.
And we are your lovely hosts. Hope you're having, like I said, a good week so far. Yeah. Fox Pixar says he's just seen Superman recently. Awesome. Well, we talked about it last week.
Yes, with you.
It was very good. So, alrighty. But let's go ahead. We got a lot of stuff to get into. But before we do, Kevin, how have you been over the last week?
Good. Just watched a little bit more of movies, but they were just like background movies, unfortunately, because it's just studying up for my finals pretty much that are coming up in the next month or two. So that's it. But I've been working and just doing that, and that's basically it.
Gotcha. My week has been okay, I guess at best. I was able to finish my paper that was due, so that's fun. Actually, I'll talk about that movie when we get to the review section. Yeah. But let's go ahead and get into these right now. Up first, Fantastic Four First Steps is getting some very strong reviews. It's currently at an 88 on Rotten Tomatoes and 65 on Metacritic. Of course, I want to actually double check this against the Superman one, because a lot of people are comparing these unfairly, I would say. Superman has a 68 on Metacritic, so honestly not too different for two movies that are considered very similar and are doing both very well when it comes to reviews. So, I mean, obviously it's still going to change. We still have until Friday when the movie actually comes out, but some positive showings from going on. A lot of people are saying this is not necessarily a course correction for Marvel, because Thunderbolts was already really good, and so was Deadpool. So like, we're fine. It's more so that this one is really fun. It's visually perfect, apparently, and is a really awesome. The whole thing is a really awesome metaphor for parenting. So. Should be interesting for people who are parents to check this movie out, but I'm definitely excited for this. I've got my tickets for Friday, so I will give my review hopefully on Wednesday next week.
Very cool.
Maybe I'll go see it again with Kevin this week.
We'll see. I have a lot of stuff on the weekend coming up, so
there you go.
Maybe, yeah. But next up, Evil Dead Burn has started production, and give it to me now, please. Now, like yesterday, I did this movie.
I want to know what that means, like what the burn part means. Like, obviously, Evil Dead Rise was in a high rise, so I'm wondering if maybe this will have something to do with the location,
like a camp. Like a summer camp or something.
I mean, that could be it. I mean, it looked like an interior space in that first photo we got. I'm kind of hoping, like, I don't know why, but this is where my brain immediately goes. I want a team of firefighters to go up against.
I was thinking that.
You know, they've all got their axes. Like, you know, there may not be a chainsaw in this one, but there'd be like the bone saw they use to get people out of cars and the Jaws of Life or whatever.
Jaws of Life,
I don't think that's actually what it is, but obviously we'll wait and see until we get the trailer. Probably won't get the trailer until next year. So
we're just giving out ideas over here, Garrett. We should get paid for this.
I've been saying that for years, Kevin. But next up, talking about really high reactions, the first reactions for Weapons are coming in, and they are praising the film. Some people calling it a masterpiece of horror, and other people calling it completely unhinged in its final act. A lot of people are saying beware of spoilers going into this movie, because the final third of this movie goes off the rails in such a way you're not expecting.
Interesting. Man.
A lot of people are also saying that this is some information we've gotten is that it's very Pulp Fiction inspired in terms of its structure. So it may not be linear in terms of its story. We might be getting different times and different perspectives. So
interesting. I mean, I can't wait for this movie. It looks so damn good.
Between this and Naked Gun, I'm really excited for August. So
true.
But let's get into the next one here.
Yeah, next up, Tim Burton is remaking a 1958 film, Attack of the 50-Foot Woman, with Margot Robbie starring. Is this just rumors, or is this like...
This is official.
Interesting. I don't know what to think of this, because I haven't seen the first Attack of the 50-Foot Woman, but
Yep.
I heard it's like kind of like a classic in a way.
It's
Like,
a cult classic 50s B movie
yeah.
about a giant woman. So,
Oh, spoiler alert!
I mean,
Hold on.
you're literally like, I think you're going to get a lot of people out in the theater saying "Step on me, mommy" or something like
Oh
that.
gosh.
But I mean, Margot Robbie is also starring, but she is also producing the film. Her production company will be assisting with this. So,
Oh, nice.
yeah, I think Margot Robbie is a great fit for Tim Burton stylistically. So we'll see if it works. I think they should definitely go with like a 50s aesthetic.
Yeah,
Kind of
I think that would work perfectly.
100%. In other news, the Odyssey started a pre-sale for tickets for its 70mm showings a year in advance, and they have completely sold out a year in advance.
That's crazy.
Oh yeah, I was pissed because I went on to buy tickets. I couldn't.
So because we only have one 70mm here, correct, in our location?
Within our direct recent local area, we have one theater.
Yeah.
There's several if you go up into LA, but down here there's only one.
Oh, okay.
But which is unfortunate.
Damn.
But they will probably do extra showings like they did for Oppenheimer, so I'm hoping that they'll do more and release more times once we get closer.
Yeah, I think so, because it's going to be a massive success anyways, even if they've already sold out the 7mm, 70mm, but so even the regular one is going to sell out very fast as well.
This will be an epic film, so I'm expecting there to be not so many showtimes because of how long it is.
But maybe. Yeah, true.
We'll definitely see.
True. But next up, Spider-Man Beyond the Spider-Verse release date has been delayed yet again to June 25th, 2027. I can wait a little bit longer.
It was delayed 2 weeks.
That's okay. That's okay.
Honestly, take your time. Like the first two are some of the best animated movies ever made. So take the time, get it right, and then put it out. I mean, obviously we had a big cliffhanger, but we can wait a little bit. Yeah,
because we got to make that cliffhanger worth it too.
Oh yeah, especially that. Next up, kind of speeding off a lot of Superman and DCU stuff coming out. James Gunn has listed 3 dream directors that he wants to work with DCU, including Greta Gerwig, Matt Reeves, and Ryan Coogler.
Oh, Ryan Coogler would be sick.
Oh yes, I mean Ryan Coogler is kind of attached to the MCU, doing the Eyes of Wakanda series coming up. Was also in the running for the Avengers films, but with the recent Sinners, I think that James Gunn really wants to give him his own space to do something unique. Matt Reeves obviously did The Batman with Robert Pattinson and is doing the Batman Part 2, but I would like to see him do a DCU canon film because I think he is a great director, and so does James Gunn. And then obviously Greta Gerwig. I mean, come on, she's one of the rising stars in filmmakers today. Barbie is an incredible film, so I would love to see what she could do with, anything. Wonder Woman, give her Wonder Woman. Give her.
Oh, that would be great.
Like a Zatanna movie. Supergirl's already being filmed right now. So
okay.
That's being made by Craig Gillespie.
Drop him. Get Greta in there. But no, I can see Coogler doing the character Dark Side or something like that. Give him kind of maybe a villain movie would be kind of sick from him, because of Sinners being such a dark film. I kind of would love that from him.
Gotcha. Yeah, I mean, I just want to see any of these directors working with the DCU. I mean, especially with how good the Superman was. I want to see some more stuff. So
yeah.
But passing it on to Kevin.
Yeah, passing it on to me. Godzilla -1 sequel could release as early as next year. Do we have a title for this though?
Nope, not yet.
Okay, gotcha. I mean, -1 was a fantastic movie, so I just can't wait to see where they're gonna go with the sequel.
Oh yeah, I'm super excited for this. Obviously, Godzilla -1 is one of the best movies of the 2020s so far, I would say. And it will, but we do know it is the same director, Takashi Yamazaki. So yeah. I am very excited for whatever he does next.
Did you see at our Regal, Shin Godzilla is going to be there in 4K.
Yes, they are doing a re-release. I have seen
Oh,
the
okay.
movie. Have you seen the
Okay.
movie?
I have not seen the movie.
Well, when it comes out, if you want to go see it,
We'll see.
I would be down
see
to
what
go
times
see
it plays and stuff. So that'll be cool.
Yeah. Next up, awesome news here. Willem Dafoe has joined the cast of Werewolf from Robert Eggers. This is not surprising because he's in every Robert Eggers movie since The Lighthouse.
Yep.
They love working with each other. Kind of how Ari Aster is working with Joaquin Phoenix a lot now.
Or Poor Things and Emma Stone.
Yeah, Yorgos Lanthimos and Emma Stone, 100%. Like, I think actors and directors find each other to be like a powerful force. I'm curious what Willem Dafoe would be in this movie, because I think as Aaron Taylor Johnson is the lead for the film,
he can be like another side character, like in Nosferatu. I feel like because he did stand out in Nosferatu as well, but he didn't. He didn't over. I don't want to say overact, but like
he didn't overshine anyone.
Exactly.
Or outshine anyone. So.
Yeah. But next up, a person with my name, Kevin Feige, denies superhero fatigue exists. The problem was supply, not demand. I don't know about this. I think.
So I understand where he's coming from, though. But go ahead and finish your sentence.
I was gonna say I think we were getting too many superhero movies in a year, and I feel like we're so used to the old MCU, unfortunately, that we were getting banger after banger, and then some. Oh, that was just okay, and then our standards were way too damn high. Because I think like a couple months ago, I watched Captain America, the new one, and I thought it was decent. It wasn't like the greatest movie in the world, but I was like, if I would have saw this, I would have had a lot of fun with this. But yeah, I mean, what do they mean by supply? Because there's so many comic books that they can relate to.
The thing is, what you just said is what Kevin Feige said. The problem is that they were making too much.
Yeah.
It's not that people don't want it. It's that they are making an overabundance of it. And basically what he said was because of the recent success of Superman shows that people still want to see these movies. And it's not the superhero part that people are getting tired of. It's just there's too much.
There's too much of abundance of it. And, you know, like, my mom sometimes likes to ask me about movies, especially MCU's movies. She goes, do I have to watch this movie before I go watch this movie? And if you have to ask yourself that means that there's a disconnection between the people and the person making the movie, I feel like, if that makes sense. Because it shouldn't be like that. You should go out and see a movie and totally understand it without knowing everything behind it.
Yeah, which Kevin Feige has said Fantastic Four First Steps is their first homework-less film since Iron Man.
Yeah, so, perfect.
Like, which is great. Yeah, because Thunderbolts was fantastic, but you had to know who those characters were.
Exactly. So. And you don't want to watch Captain American Winter Soldier. Is that the show that they had?
Falcon and Winter Soldier?
Yeah, like, I don't know. Some people don't want to watch a TV show to go watch a movie, if that makes sense. So,
sure.
It's good. This Fantastic Four is like, I don't want to say like a reset, but like a more down to earth. Like, if you want to go see it, you don't have to know the lore behind it before seeing it.
Sure. Yeah. I totally get you. All right. Next up here, Masters of the Universe will be releasing on June 5th, 2026. So we do have an official release date. We also got a logo for the film, which I did not download the image, but looks great. At least the photo does. No trailers, nothing yet, obviously, but we will not really know anything until. I
mean, I'm not a big Masters of the Universe fan, to be honest. I didn't watch it as a kid or anything, so I mean, I'll go into it with an open mind, but we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, as kind of low expectations, or not low expectations, as non-existent expectations as possible.
Yeah, exactly. Next up, though, Spider-Man: Brand New Day will see the character return to street-level crime and not world-ending events, and I think that's a perfect way to, because of after what happened in, oh gosh, what's the last one?
No Way Home.
No Way Home, because it doesn't need to be. All these movies doesn't need to be world-ending events. I feel like.
Yeah, 100%. And I think that this is kind of what the character needs. We haven't really had a street level Spider-Man in a while, so I would love to see that for the character again. And I think that they will take some lessons from Superman, because this film has not started filming yet. So I think that you could take that hopeful tone and bring that to Spider-Man, which I think could really work. And then obviously John Bernthal is coming back as Punisher, so that's going to be a really interesting combo for the two of those characters. But very excited to see this movie. We got the same director as Shang-Chi doing it, so
which that I would say maybe underrated MCU movie right there.
Oh, the top 10 for sure.
Yeah.
But next up, Taika Waititi is officially doing a new Judge Dredd movie, which is cool. I mean, I didn't think we needed a new Judge Dredd movie, but I mean, Dredd from like 2012, 2011 with Carl Urban was fantastic.
That was badass.
I mean, if he can make it badass, but then also kind of his funny humor, like a dark humor with this, I think it could really work.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's gonna throw in like the one-liners, I feel like, in this movie a lot, but I don't want it to be too much of a one-liner, because I mean, like, I don't want it to be like a RoboCop, like, kind of knockoff.
Well, I mean, that's kind of always what it was around. Like, they were there around the same time. But
I forget it's an older movie too. So all I remember is that
it's also not just a movie. It was based on comics and things like that. So, and lastly,
Avatar: Fire and Ashes trailer will premiere in front of the Fantastic Four First Steps. Don't give a shit.
I've been hearing from people who've seen it already that it is really good looking, which we already knew this movie was going to be good looking, because that's the entire point of the damn movies. But you know, I mean, it's cool. I mean, I'm going to go in with an open mind, because you know, the sequel was better than the first one slightly, so maybe it'll be a little bit better. I don't know. It's also got bad guy avatars, so that Na'vi or whatever, so that's cool. I want to see that. I don't want to see humans just be the bad guy again. Like, I want to see.
And I don't want to see other Na'vis being the bad Na'vis either. Like, I don't know. Isn't that what happened in the second one? I don't even remember the second one.
The second one was the Water Tribe.
Yeah, that doesn't matter anymore.
So much she remembers it.
But
yeah, this one will introduce the Fire Tribe.
Yeah.
The volcano dwelling Na'vi, who will be more.
I want to see what they look like too, because if they look badass, I'm kind of down for it. But we'll see.
But that is it for the news stories this week. So, you know, hey, there we go. Joey, I believe superhero fatigue is a thing. Even if they didn't release as much as they did, I feel like it would still exist. I think if there wasn't so much of it, it'd be a lot less noticeable.
I agree with that, because again, you're pushing 4 superhero movies a year. We did that 1 year, right? Or a couple of years. And
Marvel was doing 3 a year for a while, yeah.
3 a year, but then you would also have the TV shows on top of that. So it's like, oh my god, you were just getting bombarded with stuff, unfortunately. And back in the day when it was Iron Man, okay, let's wait a little bit, and then what? They released Iron Man 2 after that?
Iron Man, then the Incredible Hulk, then Iron Man 2.
Yeah. So, and then again, there's a little dud in there, but then they came back. But again,
I mean, Iron Man 2 was also a dud, but
it wasn't the best. It wasn't the best, but it was like, oh, we got Incredible Hulk. It can't be worse than that.
It's true. And then Thor: The Dark World would come out later and become.
But again, it's one movie a year. It felt like it was coming out, or a year, so you're like, oh my gosh, this movie sucked. I can't wait for the next Marvel movie though.
But yeah, 100%. But I totally get it. I mean, I think as a whole, I don't think so. But I think on the individual level, like, certain people will have varying levels of that fatigue. But the box office is showing that people still want to go see them. So,
but I think it's different. It's not an MCU movie; it's a DCU movie.
Yeah, Superman is different, and I think that that had really positive word of mouth. So that's also helping it along too.
Yeah.
But they are noticing that the film is struggling overseas because of a lot of anti-American sentiment right now, which is totally fine. Release the goddamn list. Anyhow, But let's go ahead and get into the trailers that came out this week. We had a lot of big movie trailers come out this week.
Yeah.
What stood out to you, Kevin?
Tron Ares looks fantastic and beautiful. I want to see what Leto can do in his role. Hopefully he doesn't do too much, if you know what I mean. I don't want a Morbius in this. But
It's
then
Troning
Mortal
time.
Kombat. It's Ares time. But Mortal Kombat 2 looks really good as well. I mean, Predator Borderlands always looked fantastic. Couldn't get enough of that. Keepers looks very interesting because it gives me absolutely nothing, which is good. And then I think that's it. I think that's all that stood out to me.
Mortal Kombat 2 looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. Hopefully it's going to be decent. Predator Badlands looks fantastic. Tron Ares is looking real good. Keeper looks like it's going to be a scary time. And I'm interested to see Neja 2. I'm wondering if it's as good as everyone says it is. So.
And that's the sequel to Neja 1, right?
I'm assuming so. I actually don't know. I mean, I'm assuming so because it has 2 in the name, but
so like, would you go see Neja 2 before you see Neja 1, even though you haven't seen Neja 1?
I have not seen Neja 1. I don't know. Neja 1 is on Peacock and Tubi.
Oh.
So it might be a chance to go check that out. But Neja 2 is the biggest movie of the year so far. It's almost got $2 billion. So, I mean, got to see if the hype's there. Because all the letterbox reviews are really high. So, who knows? Maybe they're all fake reviews.
Maybe.
But we'll see when it comes out.
Yeah.
But take us to the box office, Kevin.
Well, I'll take you there and drop you off at Superman at number 1 with 58.8 million. Jurassic World still hanging in there with 23.7 million. I Know What You Did Last Summer, the last summer before that, with 12.8 million. Smurfs, surprised this made it up here, 11.1 million. And F1 hanging in there with 9.9 million. That's how much it takes to rent a F1. So there you go, if you wanted to know.
Well, there you go. Yeah, I mean, I'm not surprised Jurassic World's hanging in there. It's been a very popular film this year. One of the bigger ones of the year so far, for sure. Superman's on track to hit $1 billion, so we'll see if we can do that. I also forgot to add this as a story this week, but Lilo and Stitch is the first movie this year to hit $1 billion from an American production studio. So,
nice.
Yeah.
Good for them. Oh, I have to see if I have a pen in my jacket. I'll be right back.
All right. Well, let's go ahead and get into the movies that are coming out this week. Up first is The Fantastic Four: First Steps. Forced to balance their roles as heroes with the strength of their family bond, the Fantastic Four must defend Earth from a ravenous space god called Galactus and his enigmatic herald, Silver Surfer. Very excited for this. Reviews, again, have been very positive. I love pretty much all the cast members, so I am very much here for this. Up after that is Bambi the Reckoning. After a mother and son get in a car wreck, they soon become hunted by Bambi, a mutated, grief-stricken deer on a deadly rampage, seeking revenge for the death of his mother. So, this one is fascinating. Because
this is the part of the horror.
This is a part of the Pooniverse.
I hate that name.
But I gotta tell you, the IMDb rating right now is at an 8.4 out of 10. And people are saying it's the best of any of these public domain horror movies yet.
Interesting.
So, I don't know. I'm probably going to have to check this out if it's actually playing in the theater. Up after that is Folk Tales, an upcoming documentary. Teenagers attend a folk high school in Arctic Norway, relying on themselves, peers, and sled dogs as they navigate the path to adulthood and uncharted personal growth. This looks to be a documentary from the Norwegian area, so can't wait to check that out. And lastly is House on Eden, which looks to be a brand new found footage film from Shudder. Setting out to film their next paranormal investigation, Chris, Selena, and Jay encounter a malevolent, ancient spirit that resides in an abandoned house deep in the woods. This is, it looks kind of like a Blair Witchy found footage movie for sure. And I gotta tell you, they nailed the casting. The people that host this little show look like actual paranormal people. So, cannot we'll see if that's any good. It'll be coming to Shudder pretty quickly, I'm assuming. So hopefully we'll be able to check it out. But that's it for the movies coming out this week. Got a couple here. Considering how little Kano is in the MCA2 trailer, I hope it doesn't have a small role expanded cameo. And Badlands feels like it should be a video game to me. That's not a bad thing. I am very excited for Badlands. So yeah. I've been waiting for a Predator-focused Predator movie for a while. But Kano 2 was there for almost, or Kano 2. Kano was there for almost all the filming, so I'm assuming that he will be a larger role in the film, but we'll have yet to see. Thank goodness for Walt Disney Productions. Okay. Yeah, thank goodness for that.
Thank goodness.
Best of the public domain horror movies is not a high bar to pass. It's true. It's very true.
But it's something.
But it's something. It's all they have. The Poonaverse needs something. But that is going to be it for all the kind of scheduled, written down parts of the day's show. Then we're going to be going ahead and changing it up just a little bit and getting into the movies that we watched over the course of the week. Kevin watched 3 this week. Everyone let out a sigh of relief. Kevin watched more than 2. And I actually watched less than normal. I watched 5 this week. So, hey, we're pretty soon Kevin's going to be watching 10 a week.
Oh, okay, let's calm down.
You're not done with school yet, and neither am I. So, but I'll do 3.
No, we can do 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Right?
Okay, we can just go back and forth.
Yeah.
So my first movie I saw this week was Eddington, which is the new Ari Aster A24 movie, and this movie was a movie for sure. I walked out kind of unsure how to feel with this movie, just because I think that we are a little too close to COVID, and some of these things still kind of persist into today's society. But it is nice that this movie is refreshingly centrist. It isn't making fun of one side or another. It makes fun of everyone, which is kind of nice. The satire is not always great, but it is there. However, this is a really potent examination of manipulation, specifically how the internet and social media manipulate us into believing a whole new reality, which is the entire purpose of this movie. And that's all I will leave with that because I don't want to spoil it. I think it's okay. I wasn't really enamored after the first viewing. However, since seeing it, I have thought about it a little bit more, and my score might actually go up slightly. I don't know for sure, but I do kind of more have an understanding of what Aster was going for. So, gave it a 65 out of 100. So, nice. Kevin.
Yeah, mine is Cabin Fever 2, Spring Fever. I will let you know, I have not seen Cabin Fever 1, directed by Eli Roth. So, I was going into number 2, just like you're going to do for Land Before Time. So,
I saw the first Land Before Time, but I didn't see 2 or 3.
Oh, okay. So you skipped a couple.
Sort of. So.
But this movie is gross. It's very, it's yucky. It's what do you want to call it? It's like it's body gore, pretty much.
Body horror.
Body horror, yeah. Like there's one part in this movie where a guy is putting his fingernail back on his finger, and I was wincing the entire time. So if you like that, you'll love this movie. But everything else you don't really care about, unfortunately. The characters are they're non-existent. They're cardboard boxes that can be played by anybody. It's the virus is pretty cool how they get it, and it's just a little disgusting in some parts of the movie. So I'll give it 28 out of 100. I mean, if you want to go watch it, the sequels are Nadia says the first movie is better than the sequels, and so I would have to see that maybe tonight. Or after our other movie. Actually, after our other movie.
Yeah, like he's got to finish. The movie we actually have to talk about on Friday.
Wait, we can say that movie because they know it.
We'll at the end of the show, but we'll tease it.
Okay.
Anyhow, my second movie this week was The Day the Earth Stood Still from 1951. I actually just wrote my paper that I talked about at the beginning of the show. This is the movie I wrote my paper on for this week. And I loved this movie. It's an incredible piece of science fiction storytelling from an era when these movies could have just been B movies. And this movie does have a little bit of that visual look of being a B movie. However, it is one of the best examples of a Messiah story in any film that I can think of, because the main character, Klaatu, is an alien that comes down to Earth, basically is wanting to tell people, hey, stop being violent or we're going to destroy you. Which is kind of annoying. But then there's so many more connections to the story of Jesus and the myth of Jesus and all that, and there's a lot of parallels and mirroring that make him more of a divine figure, and it makes it really interesting to watch. And it's also just really well acted. It's really well shot for one of these 50s sci-fi movies. It's a miracle of the genre for the time. It's really interesting film viewing. If you're at all interested in like more deeply analyzing a film, that is the way to do it. This way of watching the movie. So I gave it a 95 out of 100. Absolutely loved it, and you can see it on the brand new video that I just added this morning to the channel, which is the updated 150 films that remind me why I love film. So
very cool.
But Kevin's second movie is following up the first one.
Yeah, and it's worse again. Cabin Fever Patient Zero. This movie, too dark. Not dark in a good way. It's basically you're in pitch black the entire time, unfortunately. So that's what's going on in this movie, and I couldn't tell you who the main character was, what they did, or what happened. I do know there was a nurse that went into a decontamination zone without wearing anything and then got the virus that way because she was stupid. So that's what this movie is all about. It's stupid, and it was too dark to see anything. So I give it a 7 out of 100. Nothing. Don't watch this movie, please.
There you go. I will not do so. Well, I mean, I probably will at some point, but we'll see if I have the same idea. For me, I got Holes. I don't know why I said it that way.
I don't know. Yeah.
2003's movie Holes, based on the classic children's or young adult novel. I distinctly remember reading this book in like 5th grade, and like I remember the smell of the book. Like I vividly remember reading Holes, and then the movie came out around the time when I read it, and so actually got to go see it in theaters and when it came out, and this movie is cheesier than the grilled cheese sandwich, but you know what? It's also a really freaking good adaptation of its source material, because the movie is written by the person who wrote the book, which
weird how that works, right?
Yeah, right. But I mean, the performances are great. Sigourney Weaver, John Voight before he was a Trump person, and Tim Blake Nelson, all fun. Also, Shia LaBeouf is great here before he went crazy. All of the kids are really fun in this movie, and that it's their movie, and they do a really good job of bringing those characters to life. I think it slows down a bit in its middle, if I can be completely honest, and the ending is a little too convenient and happy and all that now, but
too story like Cinderella story-ish.
Yeah, it's like, oh, we just happened to find the one thing we need.
Yeah.
All right, cool. But yeah, give it a 78. Still a great adaptation, but not like my favorite movie.
Nice. I don't know how to say it. I think it's Zom or Zem, something
Ziam?
like that. Ziam. It's I think it's a foreign language movie about fast zombies, and I absolutely love it. I love fast zombies. I think they're one of the better zombie movies, but this character, the main character, has too much plot armor, and he goes into it with bare knuckles and no weapons or anything like that at all in this movie, and it makes it so unrealistic, unfortunately. I like the zombies, I like how they attack and how they do everything, but just that main character being so powerful or so anti-die. We were watching this movie and we were like, how is he not dead yet? Like, unfortunately. So
Yep.
97 out of 100, or 97. Jeez, 29 out of 100.
Well, there you go. Well, we'll have to do at some point a discussion on the topic of fast zombies, because I think they're the worst when it comes to zombie movies. Oh, they're not scary at all. I find it much scarier when you're slower and it's more of them. But that's just me personally. For me, Peter Pan Goes Wrong. This is a free movie that you can watch on YouTube. I believe it's free right now. Which is, if you've ever heard about the play that goes wrong, or that company that does like I forget the name of the actual company. It's like the Mischief Theater or something like that. I watched this at like 1 a.m. in a late night delirium when I couldn't fall asleep, and I think just about peed myself while laughing. This is a play where literally everything conceivable could go wrong.
That's funny,
and it's absolutely hysterical. Kevin, I'll show you a little bit of it after this, because it's so funny. There's the ending is a little too much for me. I think when it goes beyond being like a play and it kind of goes into a little bit more film territory, I didn't really like it. I thought it was better when it felt plausibly real. But then there's some songs. The songs are just not that interesting. But the rest of them is just so, like, it's hysterical, and they commit to the bit, which is one of the best parts about it. So really love this. Cannot wait to show more people who have not seen it, because it is, again, Kevin, you'll see after the stream. But since Kevin doesn't have any more and I do, I got my last one here, which is American Graffiti, which is the first film by George Lucas before he did Star Wars. This is a movie about the cruising culture that would happen in the 60s when, you graduated high school, and then you and your friends would all cruise down the street of your city and just have that one last night out. And this movie is a masterwork at capturing that feeling, because we've all had that time when we graduated high school or just finished a big life event like that, and it felt like your whole life was before you, that you were in control before the world's realities set in. Like, this was the night you felt free. You felt like you could go out and make a mistake and it wouldn't cost you your life. You could go out and, hook up. You could go out and race a car. Like, it nails that. But also, it's really kind of bittersweet, because like it takes place in 1963, 64, and a year or two later, Vietnam starts. And so these are kids who would have to go and serve, who are just experiencing their night. And it is a really bittersweet movie. It's funny. The actors are all fantastic. I do think that there are a couple too many stories, and I do think it's a tad overlong. Richard Dreyfuss's character story wasn't that interesting to me. I wasn't as attached to his as much as I was the nerd and the car racer. But I don't think it's enough to tank the movie at all. I thought it was really good. Any complaints pale in comparison to everything that the movie gets right. Like the culture, the era, the cars. Cars look fantastic in this movie. So I gave it a 88 out of 100, and it was the only movie I watched this week that I own that I hadn't actually seen yet. So
I thought you watched another movie.
Not that I own. Oh, no, well, it's the one we're doing for Movie Club.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, that's it for everything we watched outside the wheel spin. As Millie is joining us as a third guest here. Millie, what did you think of Cabin Fever 2 Spring Fever?
She was asleep during it, so she has no comment on this.
That is opposite of a glowing, American Graffiti and led to A New Hope, 100%. The success of American Graffiti is what got George Lucas indoors before those doors were closed in his face. And then the only door that opened was 20th Century Fox. So, but let's go ahead and get into the movies we covered this week. Now, Kevin was assigned his short this week, which was The Daffy Duck. However, he had already seen it and reviewed it here on the stream. So
don't know how we missed that last week. But
I think someone didn't check, but it's all right. But let's we went ahead and just pick one for him anyway. So Kevin watched this one.
Clock Cleaners. This is a fantastic looking animated short. With every like, I would say, would you call them main characters? Mickey, Goofy,
the
Donald.
main trio.
Yeah. And it's just so beautifully animated in this movie, with all the colors in it and the funny situations that happen with Donald. Nothing really happens with Mickey. Goofy has some funny stuff happen to him as well, but it's just, in my head can't wrap around 1937. They're like, yeah, let's make this amazing animated short and make it look like prettier than anything else that sometimes is put out today. It doesn't make any sense to me, and I can't figure out like who put their mind together like that and be like, that's going to be a banger one day. And it is. It's a 97 out of 100 because it's so classic and it's so good at the same time. No.
Yeah, 100%. I love that one too. I also watched a Disney short this week. I was assigned The Prince and the Pauper from 1990, and I gotta say, there's some really great animation in this, but and the voice acting is good too. But it is a really dull and really boring short film. It's about 26 minutes, and it feels like an hour. It is slow. It is boring. Like, I remember having this as a child. We had a videotape that had this on it, and I had watched it as a kid. And I remember being bored as a kid. Like, it was just did nothing to be exciting, and that's really unfortunate. But the ending is kind of fun. The little scrape that they get into in the cathedral or wherever it is. But other than that, really forgettable, really boring. So, yeah. Moving on to...
I can tell you something about forgettable. My wheel spin. I'm sorry if you like this movie, whoever put this on the wheel. But I summed this up to Nadia. This is an hour and 30-minute movie that needs to be 2 hours plus to understand what the hell is going on in this movie. Because an hour and 30 minutes, I did not understand what was... I understood what was happening, but I didn't get the point to care about George Clooney's character. Didn't care about the wife that gets kind of like reincarnated pretty much from Solaris, and it's just there's too many things going on with not enough time. There's a time crunch, and they just wanted to get everything in all at once. But then it had like a romantic scene for like 3 minutes. It's like you could have explained a story without doing that romantic scene in there. So, unfortunately, again, it's a movie that is too short for what it's trying to produce, pretty much. So I gave it a 33 out of 100. If it had more time, I might have liked it a little bit better.
Well, you know what's really interesting is that this is obviously a remake of the Russian film.
47? No,
1972.
Oh, okay.
So this was made 30 years later. But no, the one from Russia, the original one, is almost double the time.
Yeah, it has to be double the time because, to be perfectly honest, I couldn't tell you what Solaris is after watching this movie. Like, I don't know if it's a planet, because you don't see a planet, but you see streams of light. So I'm like, is it light? And then they're like, oh, well, she's she can get manipulated by your imagination. And so I'm like, so is it a person? Like, it doesn't give you what it needs to, unfortunately, to care about the Solaris, pretty much.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert.
This was a movie that we were going to cover on Movie Club coming up, and we've made some changes to how we're going to be doing Movie Club. So we are no longer checking this out. It's no longer scheduled, but I own it, so I'm going to watch the original one. And if Kevin wants to watch it, I will be more than happy to let him borrow it. But that's going to bring me, and I need to apologize, man. All the movies you've watched this week have been pretty bad, except for Clock Cleaners. So I'm sorry, man.
That's okay. You have your good days, you have your bad days.
Your good weeks and your bad weeks. Yeah. But for me, I watched The Land Before Time 4, Journey Through the Mists, which honestly wasn't as bad as I was expecting, but I still wasn't too keen on it. I have always had a soft spot in my heart for dinosaurs. Always have. I love them. But I never grew up watching these movies, which is weird. I feel like every kid did, at least the first one.
The first one, for sure.
You know, everyone was nerding out over tree stars when I just had no idea what was going on. But you could tell that some of the actors aren't the same here. I know we lost one of them, unfortunately, tragically. We also, this feels like way lower budget. It feels like less time and care and detail went into this one. Don't get me wrong, this film still has plenty of heart and a great message for kids. All these films are going to have that. I would rather show this to my niece than something like Despicable Me 4 any day of the week, or Smurfs, right? I would rather show this to her. But it's just, the other problem is, too, that it continues this ugly animation style of Don Bluth. I do not like Don Bluth's animation style. I've said this multiple times. It just is not a good-looking movie, and that's also because of its budget. It's a cheap-looking Don Bluth animated movie, and it just does not look very good. Again, great heart, great characters, great message, but and also the villains aren't that exciting. Whatever. And the songs weren't good. Moving on.
They had songs in this movie?
Yeah, there's 3 of them.
Oh, wow. Okay.
But anyhow, that is going to be it for everything we watched from the wheel spin. So, let's go ahead and change a couple things up here. I want to know, Kevin.
What?
We have our next part of the show, which is...
It's the spinning of wheels that pick movies for us.
It's different every time, and I'm always so excited to hear what it is every single time. But yes, of course, this is our good old-fashioned wheel spin that we want to do. We do this every week, so if you have anything you want to go ahead and suggest to us, please do so now. We'll give you 2 minutes to do it. If there's anything you want to add to the list, we might be in need of some shorts. Possibly. There's not a lot of shorts on here. So, Joey, if you have some shorts, go right ahead. Everyone else, if you can try and limit it to 1 film, if possible. We are at 325 things on this list. That's probably more than we'll ever have time to get to, at all. But that's okay. But yes, anything you'd like to add? Kevin, you got a sci-fi thriller, I would say.
Sci-fi board fest, you mean?
Oh, there you go. But maybe a little bit of horror influence in it, or like psychedelia type.
Yeah, psychedelia I can see in this.
But what are you hoping for this week?
Let's see what's on that wheel real quick. Let's take a quick gander here. I can't read any of it. So, I would love maybe a horror movie would be good. I'm always down for horror, even though they might be bad. It's okay. It's okay to be a bad horror movie. Might turn into a guilty pleasure movie if it's a bad horror movie. Maybe Toy Story 4. Haven't seen that one. I just saw that one up there. That might be very good. What else?
Oh, Kevin Joey says 9 to 5.
Oh, with Dolly Parton.
Right? I don't know. That's a good question, actually. Let me look. Working 9 to 5. Right?
That's the only reason why I think I know that, because she sings the song.
9 to 5. No. Oh, Dolly Parton is in it. Never mind. Yeah, Jane Fonda, Lily Tomlin, and Dolly Parton. And Daphne Coleman. Alrighty. Kevin's right. Good movie. Cujo is on there. I don't know what I want this week. I kind of just want something different. I don't know. I don't want another Land Before Time movie for a little while.
Hey, I don't think there's one more on there, so it's okay. We're in the clear.
No one else say it. All right, it has been over the time. Let's go ahead and spin it, Kevin. Let's get your short now.
Yep, because I'm going to land on it second time. Not the first time, the second time I'm going to land on it.
Kevin thinks it's going to be the second time. Okay. Kevin says second time. Here's the second time. Kevin, will he get his short? Will he get his short? And the answer is no.
Damn it.
We'll go ahead and give it one more spin. I can't read it, honestly, at this point, so...
No. Unless you can.
I see something like rock, maybe with an R. Let me check. Yeah, so Rhapsody Rabbit and Cat Concerto, because they're 2 very similar ones.
Okay. I mean, I think you reviewed these already, correct?
I have reviewed those, so that'll also get them off the list.
Nice.
So, Rhapsody Rabbit and Cat Concerto. Very specific that Joey said that because...
Both of them, because they're so similar.
Or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alrighty. So shuffle it up and we'll get my shorts. What's it gonna be? I don't know.
It's gonna be Event Horizon, the short version.
I've already seen it. Spin it in again. We'll give it 3 spins, and then whatever's closest, we'll figure out. Unless it's I can't pick for Kevin on this one. No, Kevin can pick for me.
Yeah.
But I can't.
I don't have anything, but I can pick for him. Psycho 2.
I gotta actually update that because I've watched it now. Have you seen Psycho 2?
Nope. You can put a K next to that.
All right. I'm gonna go ahead and give it one more spin. Why not? Fuck it. I like spinning. Don't you like spinning the wheel?
I like spinning my motorcycle that I don't have. I dream about it.
That's interesting. Harem Scarum! Hey, look at that! I decided to spin one more and I got one. Harem Scarum. All right.
Scarum.
And we'll go ahead and shuffle it up. Kevin's movie. What's Kevin gonna get? I know Kevin wants to do 5 movies this week.
No, I want to do 1.
Kevin's movie is Alligator.
Ooh, I'm kind of down for that. Like, wait, isn't there a couple alligator? Just
looks like there are a couple, but this is the 1980 movie Alligator.
Oh, so a perfect B movie. Sounds like.
And it is on several things. It's on Tubi, Peacock, and Amazon Prime.
Nice.
Honestly, pretty decent reviews.
Okay.
It's got a 3.2 on Metacritic, or not Metacritic, Rotten Letterboxd. Letterboxd. I almost said Letter Tomatoes. Can you believe that?
Letter Tomatoes.
Yeah, that's actually got some decent reviews. So apparently people like it more than Lake Placid. So
I heard Lake Placid is not that good.
Apparently, Lake Placid's more popular. It sounds like Alligator has more gore and is funnier.
Oh, okay.
Has vibes of Tammy and the T-Rex. That's interesting.
I haven't seen that one.
That entire movie is in the game High on Life. You can just watch that movie on TV, which is pretty fun.
Really?
Yeah. Alrighty, gonna go ahead and spin it up for my movie. Does Kevin have one on deck in case he wins it again?
Yes, I do.
Knows? Ooh! He's gonna choose Land 4 times 2 or 3 or something.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Well, I can't do something for Kevin. I have seen Mask of the Phantasm and I own it, so I can't do that for the wheel spin. That's gonna be... It's a short. Alright, let's spin it again. If it's another short, I'm gonna blow... Whoa! Alone! 20... I don't know why I should not have finished that sentence. Alone from 2020. This is on Hulu and other things. This is a horror movie.
Okay.
Never actually heard of it before, but it's got a 3 on Letterboxd. We both have similar score horror movies. So, alrighty. But that is going to be it for this week. Let me go ahead and make sure I remove 2020 on there alone. And stop the stream. Or not the stream, the wheel spin. So Kevin will be watching 2 shorts this week because of how similar they are. We'll be watching Rhapsody Rabbit and Cat Concerto. And we'll be watching the 1980 creature flick Alligator. Which, hey, I love it. And then I will be watching the short Harem Scarum, which I'm assuming is a Looney Tunes Bugs Bunny one. And we'll be watching the horror film Alone from 2020. So that is going to be our assignments. Joey says, curious which ending you'll get for the Harem Scarum, the shorter one or the restored one? I don't know. We'll have to go over it next week.
What if you watch both?
I make sure I will take notes for what I experience at the end, and you can let me know which one it is. But that is going to be it for this week's show. Thank you all so much for watching. For the ride, even if you watch later, it's all right. We enjoy having you around. But of course, we do have this show that goes live every single Wednesday at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And we also have our show Movie Club, which comes out on Fridays at 4 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. This week, super excited. We are covering the 1977 flop Sorcerer from William Friedkin.
It was actually a flop?
Oh, yeah. One of the biggest flops of all time. And we get to talk about that on Friday, so make sure you don't spoil me as that. And of course, as I mentioned earlier, there is the new video that just came out on the channel today, which is the 2025 update of the 2023 video I made regarding my 150 films that remind me why I love films. So make sure you check it out absolutely put a lot of work into that, and it's a lot of fun. So thank you, everyone, for checking this out, and we will see you next time. But make sure to keep those eyes on the screen. Have a good night.